Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your July monthly astrology. It's a biggie because Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune and Pluto all start off retrograde. We also have a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. And actually, the eclipse of the moon is the longest eclipse for 100 years. So it's intense. Here is your monthly astrology. Pisces, lovely Pisces, how are you doing? Well, this month you should be so happy and bouncy and creative and adorable. The sun is trine Jupiter. You're outgoing, you're feeling as optimistic. So even if you've been going through a hard time, if you have, I send you love. But there should be this sort of waking up and feeling much more optimistic and seeing the potential in the world and in your soul journey. Also, you are feeling more creative than usual in whichever way that manifests for you, more loving, more sensual, and more open to new experiences. And it all gets pretty exciting this month. With the sun trine your ruler Neptune, sun in your sensuality, soulmates, pleasure and creativity zone, trining Neptune, come on, how exciting is that going to be for you? You might be feeling super sensitive and super open, but it's a sort of delicious feeling. It could be attracting a new lover. You could be sort of loving yourself more, feeling better about who you are. Maybe you've done a lot of work on yourself and you really see the healing is paying off. And then Venus is entering your relationship zone. So there's lots of opportunity for relationships, for love, for intimacy, for closeness to your friends and feeling good about yourself, which I hope you always do, because you should, because you're a very sensitive, special soul. Jupiter is also turning direct, bringing with it the opportunity for adventure, for exploring. Not just, well, it could be literal exploring, you could travel, or it could mean intellectual exploring, where you're just learning things. But certainly you've got more confidence to show the world who you are, to put out your ideas, to discuss, I don't know, whatever. If you write poetry or you create in some way and you've kept it to yourself, you're tempted to show the world and be more open and proud of that. With Venus trine Uranus, there's unexpected love surprises on the 12th, and a communication, text, a message, something coming your way, and you're like, oh, that's it, that's out of the blue. Now, of course, the big news of this month is the eclipse of the sun and the new moon, and it's in your position of sensuality, creativity, soulmates, children, blah blah blah, but it means an ending and a beginning. This is a new start for you. If you've had any problems like a creative block, or your relationships haven't been going well, or you've just felt not yourself in any of those areas, then you can cast those fears, those negative experiences, cast them into the big dark hole of the eclipse and see yourself reborn, more bouncy, more open to experiences. And you'll find that people are drawn to you that have that energy, who are very loving, who are very optimistic, who are very creative, and you just love being around them. Venus is trine Saturn. You may be making a commitment to a group or to an individual, but you feel that it's the right thing to do. And then on the 22nd, Venus is sextile Jupiter. Again, Venus in your relationship zone, Jupiter in your adventure zone. So you're like open and outgoing and out there. The sun shifts signs into Leo, and then you're kind of switching a bit, more focusing on your health and well-being. Might get a bit hermity around the end of the month. Particularly when Mercury goes retrograde in that area, you're thinking about things. Now, I tell you, it's a good time to look at into the past. When were you at your fittest, your healthiest, and when did you take care of yourself? When were you happiest in your work? Look at all of those things. Best not to make a commitment after the 26th, but looks like you probably make one before then. And finally, the eclipse of the full moon. There's a massive spiritual, psychic, mysterious, symbolic message coming to you on the 27th. Well, it could be 27th, 28th, 29th, but likely you'll feel the stirrings on the 27th. You also might be tempted to get blind drunk or fall in love with someone you shouldn't. So watch out for those two shadow sides of the eclipse of the full moon. Finally, Venus is trine Pluto. A lot of intensity on the 28th. A lot of full-on feelings. and a lot of passion in the air. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, wonderful one. Thank you so much for listening. It would be fabulous if you liked, subscribed, or shared. It would be really, really helpful. Also, I have a ton of free stuff for you. Horoscope.co.uk for everything astrology, and micheleknight.com for everything psychic and free tarot reading. See you there.